Hey, good morning. Sunday morning, and I'm out doing a 10 mile run. So, 2 weeks today, I've got a 10k race that I want to perform really well in. And I'm on mile 9 right now. Just finished a big massive hill, and I don't like to walk them. I should slow down massively, but I just keep a steady pace that I can talk like this. And I'm coming up to another wee hill now. So, 2 weeks and a 10k race, and that'll be the second race of the year done, which I'm looking forward to. But this year there's going to be a big change in my life, in terms of, in about a month's time, there's not going to be a change in my career path, so more of a pivot. Going to be doing something else alongside my current career path. But there's also that point where I just feel like, with boxing in particular, there's always this nagging voice of just go and do more, just have one more. Like, now, if anybody knows the running joke, I've had so many last fights, and as I said 2 or 3 fights ago, I'll never say it's my last fight again. There's always that kind of intention of it being your last one, but I never really, you always go back in. The reason being is because, although I'm 40 now, I don't feel 40. Like, I feel as fit, as strong as I ever have. And that's not delusion speaking, because I do know a lot of people when they talk like that. But fitness wise, like, I run times in that now that I've never ran before, and I've got so much more stamina, etc. Right? But all that aside, and there's a show on the 30th of May, and it's just within the gym, local, the gym I train out of and coach out of, and it's just kind of got those juices flowing. So yesterday I went in to kind of see where I am. I'm about a stone above my fight weight now, which in the grand scale of things, with 6-7 weeks to go, is not a lot. But I went in yesterday and wanted to do like a getting rid of the cobwebs type session, you know. So, see what I kind of had and how I felt. And like, thanks to Richie, who took me through my paces a bit. We've done a lot more conservative. This isn't about fitness, and it's about seeing if I still have that desire, because a lot of people, when they've been in this position, it's the idea of doing it. Actually, Josh Taylor in the Hydro show there on Friday said that when he goes to a boxing show, it makes him miss it, makes him want to do it. And then when it comes to doing the training and stuff, you don't want to. You can't be arsed with it. And that's not how I felt yesterday. I went in as soon as I laced up those boots, put those gloves, and started punching. I just want to go. I just want to go for it. And there's also one of my really good friends, Rab, who was an elite boxer in his day. Now, Rab's much younger than me. He's about 32, 33. Elite. And I think he's going to do this show as well. And it's been a dream of mine to fight on a show with Rab or Scott. But I've always trained with these guys for years. Rab in particular, because when we were at our competitive peak, we were the same weight. We shared many rounds together. And now he's going to jump on this show as well. It's like a genuine bucket list thing to be able to go and do this. So today I'm holding this camera. My body's in absolute bits because of all the punching, but I'm still on, just about done 9 miles, and I still feel like I could run another 10. I feel that great. And it's about 7:45 miles on average, something like that. So I'm feeling fit and I'm feeling strong. But this will be the start of a journey, I think, of going back to the ring, and it'd be good for people to join it. I was apprehensive about saying to the wife, but I think she knows when my mind's made up, I'm not going to change it. it might be selfish in some people's eyes, but I'm not a professional. I'm in less danger than what people think. Yes, there's danger, but there's just as much danger of going and playing football and somebody snapping your leg, ankle, Achilles, your fucking neck, collapsing with heart attacks. I've seen more deaths in football than I have in boxing over the last few years, so there's that. But I'll finish this 10 miles and then I'll catch up with you at the end. Right, so there's a scene in Rocky Balboa, so Rocky 6, that always goes on in my head. This one here.
What? You haven't peaked yet?
Peaked?
Yeah, peaked.
I don't know, there's still some stuff in the basement.
What basement?
In here.
About there being obviously stuff in the basement, meaning like just feels there's more stuff in there, and that's kind of the way it always feels, whether it's I don't know, you just struggle to move on, living in the past or whatever it is, but when you certainly do feel that you're more than capable of keep going, in my head I'm kind of like, why not? And you know what, like, as I said, some people might say, oh, you've got kids now, like, stop being selfish. I know that's probably what my wife's thinking to an extent, but she also knows I'm no daft. But I would love my kids to have the same mindset that if there's something really want to do and you want to pursue it, then pursue it relentlessly. That's one lesson I'd love to give them for this. Like, as I've always said, when I do vlogging, I do it so they can look back at this and something they'll be able to learn about and be able to dedicate themselves the same way I have to whatever the goal might be that they want to get. So, as I said, it's going to be about, 6 weeks, just on 10 miles. Diet's going to start today. Everyone's going to start getting really tuned in, get that focus back. Like I said, I've got 4 weeks, just over 4 weeks until I've got, actually it's 4 weeks tomorrow. There's another massive life change and I'm going to throw this into the mix of it, but this is how I have learned that I thrive. When I've got like dedicated goals, when I've got things that, when I've got things that I need to be structured and scheduled with, and there's no longer any kind of guesswork or anything like that, you know. So if you're going to join along with us, I'd love it if you subscribed. I'd love it if you liked the video. I'd love it if you commented. I always try and reply to every comment, unless it's overly negative. Then I tend to not really bother, because some people just love to be negative about anything. Unless you want a proper conversation about it, then we can have a conversation about it. But like I said, like, subscribe, comment. I'm going to start the wee trips with Frank, doing it at the cafe a lot more. So if you want to buy me a coffee or buy him his sausages, which is more important, there's a wee link down below with stuff like that. But this is going to be fun. Maybe I'll get Knox Spark out, who knows. But again, I'm going to record my week this week. This is an accountability message, and let's get cracking on.